Welcome to another coexisting video. Today we are back to the basics. I feel like, you see it. Dishes, it is, a little bit of cleaning of the kitchen, because this is literally all there is to do, Throughout the last year of us doing these videos, I really, got a lot of progress done in my apartment. With like changing things that I want to change, for example, cleaning out the fridge, like all these things you typically don't do as often, cleaning out the cutlery drawer. There's only one one drawer really left, kind of two, this one and the secret one down here, which you probably never have seen, maybe seen on a second camera, because this one is still, don't talk about it. Don't talk about the secret drawer. This is probably the most wasted space I have, because this, also it's down here, it's not good, not reachable enough, not good enough. I mean, here I also got, one day we shall figure it out. But the only thing that over the weekend accumulated was the dishes, since I had big laundries done and whatever. I hope you had an amazing weekend, an amazing start to the week, whenever you watch today's video. And yeah, for me it kind of feels like currently that the time is a little bit weird, because I always think January is already over. But then I'm like, no, there's still another week, and there's still another week. I'm like, why does this January feel so goddamn long? Maybe because there is no exciting in the middle party, birthday, with Christmas and New Year's. So you're coming from this running from event to event back to nothing. Nothing special, at least. Globally, on a global scale. So I've just been doing the regular stuff. But this weekend, I don't know. Maybe tell me if you have the same. Our friend group, the group chat, typical group chat, right? Everybody was like, yay, next, people are not living close to each other, so trips together have to be planned, or even meetups. And so one person was like, hey, I'm gonna be there on Saturday, hey, time I'm gonna tell you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, I have time on Saturday. And then Friday comes around and you feel like I'm asking, hey, do you know which time yet? The person's like, no, but I will tell you when I know. Then Saturday came around and I was like, on the day I'm supposed to meet someone, I kind of want to know which time. And then you get into this little angry mode where you're like, are they thinking that I will just have this whole day pre-booked for them, and they can then say whenever they have time, they'll be like, no, and then I'm running. So I went to a gym, trying to find the perfect time, not knowing that they might text and be like, hey, now, and I have to run. But then, the adult thing, earlier in my years, as a teenager or young adult, I would just wait, and then maybe in the end be a little bit annoyed when it, I don't know, not communicating is what I'm going to say. But this time I was like, I'm older now, let's communicate. And then I figured out that the week was wrong. It's the wrong week. It was not this Saturday. Then it makes sense that nobody knows the time. And I was like, all of a sudden I had this empty Saturday. Because you plan something and you're like, I was looking forward to it. I didn't make any other plans because I thought, well, on Sunday I will then have social time off because I had social time on Saturday. Now I have no social time, and I was like, what to do, right? So Saturday I just did nothing, and Sunday I said, okay, let's go to my local cafe, maybe get a book. Then I felt like maybe it's too pretentious to have a book, because I do read books, yes, but I can also read it at home. So if I read it there, it's just, what is the reasoning? For people to see me how I read a book, or technically I just wanted to have a different room, a different space, a little bit of, I don't know, people watching, a little bit of being out there, being part of society, right? So I thought, I'm going to take my laptop and something to write. Maybe I'm going to write some song tags, some music, some lyrics, or whatever feels right. And on the laptop I could work something. And I thought, okay, work on a Sunday might not be the best thing to do in terms of, you also need to have some free time. But I thought, well, if I work, it's in a different space, so I think it's okay. And then I arrived at the cafe, and they were like, I was seeing it was full, it was packed. Everybody was there, and I was like, okay. Then I was looking at the co-working space, where they allow laptops and stuff, and I saw people are still just ordering food here. And then I was asking, here can I have a table, blah blah blah. Then I was, here, take it. And then I was like sitting there with my laptop, and I really quickly noticed no work in here today. And then I saw a sign that said, the co-working space is open from Monday to Friday. And I was like, okay, then my laptop and I will have a nice lunch. Then I didn't find the card to order, because I was like, usually you have like a card with a QR code, so you can order online or order via your phone, and then they bring it to you, and then you also pay via your phone, and you can go again. But this was not here. I didn't get a card, so I was sitting there around a little bit. Next to me were like a group of three girls, and I thought, well, I don't want them to think that I'm the weird one who's just looking around awkwardly at his phone, not knowing what to do. So then I stood up, and I was like, hey, sorry, can I take a card? I didn't want to rudely just take it. Yeah, take it. I was like, okay, cool. There was still no QR code. And then I was like, shit, at least I now know what I want to eat, but I don't know how to get it. And then another employee came to me and was like, oh, sorry, can I help you? I was like, yeah, I would like to know how I could order some food in a polite way. I didn't want to, be rude and just, go to the kitchen and be like, hello, can I have some food? And then he was like, yeah, sure, you can order with me. On weekends, we have like service on the table. And in the weeks, like in the midweek, we have like this QR code. I was like, okay, cool. I've never been there on a weekend. And then he looked at me and was like, wait. Why are you sitting on this table? And I was like, she told me I can sit here. Yeah, but it says a reservation on it. I was like, yeah, she said that here's a reservation, but she has another table open. Then he was like, yeah. And at this moment I felt like he kind of had like this aura of somebody who is like a boss, or somebody who he was like this. He had this feeling of somebody fucked up. And then he was like, would it be okay for you if you sit over there, a reservation as a book? And then it was like I was moved from a table to a couch, and I wanted to sit on this couch anyway. When I came in, I wanted to sit there because I wanted to relax. And then he was like, yeah, thank you. And I was like, hey, no worries, it's okay. I'm somebody who's like, my plan while I was there didn't work out anyway. So I was fine with everything else that happened. Even if I was also like thinking about, hey, if it's better for them that I need to leave, I don't mind. You know, it's just, I have a super chill Sunday. I don't need to, I don't know, I had zero attitude. You know, sometimes, for example, if you are out with friends and you have a reservation and then it kind of is cancelled, there's like more at stake, right? Because you had like this nice evening planned and you want everything to work, or maybe it's your birthday, right? And you're like, okay, I have 20 people and ouch, and I want everything to work out. But here it was just me, and I was like, I'm okay with everything. I mean, obviously it would then depend on how well I'm treated if I would go back there or recommend the place in general. But you know, that's only my issue. So he gave me another desk, and I was finally able to order some food. And then I was just sitting there and, I don't know, eating, drinking some nice juices, because I'm not the biggest coffee drinker. And randomly texting my friends, you know, just really catching up on all my chats. Taking more time to answer them, and funny enough, randomly a friend of mine asked me while we were texting if I still play chess, and I was like, hey, just yesterday I started playing more online chess again, and he was like, nice, let's have a game. And so we had like, this felt so futuristic, because I was sitting at this cafe, my phone in front of me, playing chess with a friend of mine via my phone, as if he would have really been there, but like the modern version. And I was like, I don't know, at this moment nothing could be better for the Sunday than just sitting here and playing chess with a good friend of mine via my phone. I mean, obviously if he would be there, but then it's kind of also too pretentious sometimes. So this was the perfect middle ground. And I think the takeaway here is, what I want to say is, just go out with yourself as well. Guys, don't be, maybe you are not, but maybe you are thinking of, I need more friends, I need more this and that to be able to do things like this. Maybe it's easier in Berlin, because people have been doing this, you know, over and over. And maybe it's the smallest step to just leave, you know, your comfort zone of your home a bit. Maybe something happens, you know, maybe you meet a new friend, maybe you meet some persons, maybe you know your local cafe more, maybe you are just out there, right? And if that is something you are not doing because you thought you can only do this with somebody else, I'm an advocate for also doing this with yourself, because you earned it and you deserve it, you know, to be taken out in whatever way, shape or form, as long as it is fun and cozy. So that worked out great. And then, you know, watched a movie, made some tea afterwards. I really had a hard time. I'm an anime guy, right? People on the stream know this. People from Instagram technically as well, because I posted when I crossed my 6,000 episode watched. I had like a little post there, but I cannot fault you for not remembering that, because you also have your own life, obviously. And mine is not the biggest part in there, rightfully so. So when it's about anime, I'm pretty quick to know what is good, what is bad, what do I like, what do I want to watch. But with real series and real movies, I'm like, all of a sudden it feels like a waste of time if I watch them. And don't ask me why. With anime I feel like, oh nee. I didn't pee myself. It is the water from the sink. Please, don't be like that. And so I was literally taking an hour to figure out which movie I want to watch, and then I had like series recommendations from Twitch set, so I thought, do I want to watch this series, but I want to have like a one and done type of movie, and so I sat it down on the movie, watched it. But I don't know, do you guys have like, if you are like, let's say you are in a Netflix or a streaming series, if you don't watch as much anime as I do, so probably the time I would watch anime, you would maybe fill with YouTube, social media, or series. And are you guys like, is it easy for you on, for example, Netflix to find something, or is this not knowing what to watch a universal, feeling, a universal activity that we all have, where we are like, searching for videos or for whatever movie to watch for hours, and then we have to decide on something, and it then not actually being the thing we like, or sometimes, we are surprised with how great of a choice you actually end up making. Now this thing here is more like it has to soak for a while. And I know this sounds pretentious, or this is my new favorite word, pretentious. I don't even know exactly how it's used. I just know what I think it means, whatever. Also, reference back to the video of me sewing my bedsheet cover, or my bedsheet. I was not suing my bedsheet in court. I was sewing it. Live stream chat was so kind in educating me on how to pronounce the word, and then I felt very embarrassed. So here I am telling it to you as well. That you live and you learn. You live and you learn. I feel like we only got through one story or maybe two, and already everything is finished. Is this a short one today? I don't know. This has to soak. The rest looks fine. I mean, it just goes to show that I have the household pretty much under control. And what also helped is, when I revamped the kitchen, not like fully, but like with these little additional details here, I had like more of a feeling for keeping it constantly clean rather than letting stuff pile up, then do a big clean. I mean, obviously here, the dishes, upstairs neighbors being professional upstairs neighbors again. Also, like I said, through all of January, they are drilling holes into the walls, not the upstairs neighbors, but like, people in this house. And sleeping is kind of crazy. I go to bed late because I work late. Tired. But this will not stop us from getting the work done, getting the content out to you. And when I say us, I mean me. And but long story short, that's the reason why I feel like my apartment is on average cleaner than normal. And what I'm seeing now is I have to do a big grocery shop today. So this will be happening now, and then we can start the week fresh and clean. So I hope your week starts off fresh and clean and lovely as well. And as always, we see each other next time.